2020 Susan G. Komen East Tennessee Race for the Cure is this Saturday. Yes, this year it is virtual, but the goal remains the same: fighting breast cancer and honoring those who were in that fight. On Saturday morning, they will stream a live parade full of those fighters, and among those who will be riding in a vehicle decked out in pink is survivor Lindsay Huffman and her family. We recently talked with her and Amy Dunaway with Komen East Tennessee to learn more about this survivors parade.
I was diagnosed almost 7 years ago. I was 35, actually December 13th of 2013. It was a very aggressive cancer, and within a week, I had a surgeon, I had a medical oncologist, I had a reconstructive surgeon, and I was sitting in a chemo chair 2 weeks later. You know, I did almost 7 rounds of chemo. I started surgery in May, and I had about 7 surgeries before the end of the year. So it was, I had a reconstruction, complete reconstruction, double mastectomy, and it was a really long journey. And I got the all clear in, I guess it was right before the walk in October. I had just gotten the all clear, and it was great news. We were not expecting it, but I had my first Komen walk in October, and we had a great celebration. My friends got a team together for me, and we all showed up and had a wonderful walk. And it's been a journey ever since then. It's an ongoing journey. But I have regular exams. I have all the imaging, every 6 months, and do all the things that are required. Once a cancer patient, always a cancer patient.
It's stories like Lindsay's and so many others that we hear that we do race for the cure. And it's why, even though with COVID-19, we're still going to have our Survivor Parade October 31st. 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime, and Komen East Tennessee is here to support those women and men who are going through the battle.
It used to be something that people were embarrassed by. They're bald, they look different, they feel different. But from the very beginning, my girls were very little, and now they're 8, 12, and almost 13. And it is really one of those things that I was always very open with them about, because they're living the journey right along with me, and days were even harder for them than they were for me a lot of times, and they were looking to me for strength. And so when we did the first walk in 2014, they had the best time. My family live all over, and a lot of people showed up, and we wore shirts and tutus, and my dad wore a tutu, and all the men in my family wore tutus, and we had a great time. And so ever since then, it's been a tradition. And so when we heard that it was virtual this year and it was different, my girls were so bummed. They were so upset. My little one was like, "What are we going to do, Mom? We have to do something." And because at first I didn't hear about the parade. So then when I got the information about the parade, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be great." They were still bummed, but I thought, we can do this. We are actually, we're going to make this even better than in years past. And so I decided to rent a limo, a Hummer limo, and dress it up and get balloons and signs and everything that we can do. So they're super excited about it.
We have gotten so many calls, questions being asked. When Lindsay called and said, "Oh my goodness, this is what my girls and I are doing," there have been so many women that are like, "My friend has a fancy car. They want to bring us in a convertible." We always try to honor our survivors on race day, and I think this is just going to be another way and another step to honor those women and men. They're going to feel like princesses and pageant queens in the backs of cars, waving at their adoring fans. We talk every year that the Race for the Cure, when these women finish the race, it's not just a 5K for them. It's another year of survivorship. And we wanted to make sure, even during COVID, that we could honor and celebrate those women as they cross that finish line.
And Komen East Tennessee, well, there's that limo she talked about, the Hummer limo. They're streaming the Survivors Parade on their Facebook page Saturday morning. So today, To help Lindsay and her kids get ready for the big day, we have this limo that they're riding in. Susan G. Komen, East Tennessee, wanted to decorate it for them. You can see a little bit of pinks, a few banners on the side there. Elite Limos sent over the vehicle. Amy Dunaway out there leading the team and the decorating efforts, certainly. And we will check in and show the finished look a little later here on Live at 5 at 4.